Hey, so firstly, I'd like to say congratulations to my baby brother who passed on the very first try driving test. New driver in the family. I won't have to drive him now, hopefully, but I may have to drive him for another 6 months. I don't know what the law is or whatever. First time, good for you. You were a much better driver than I was. Now you have to drive me to get food because you promised once you would get your license, you would drive me. But of course he needs to wait now. I'll still have to drop him. I hope maybe. When will I have to drop him? I have to drop him now when he comes back. Drop him to school right now. Thursday I have to drop him. Friday I won't have to. Do I have to do next week? I mean, come on, he's 16. I don't know what the exact rules are when you're 16. Anyways, I'm really happy and proud of him. So I've come up with a theory about stress. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm not. And hopefully you guys will understand what I'm trying to say here. If you don't, ignore it. So, how do you notice that people are kind of, you know, they get upset for like 20 minutes and then their anger goes away? I've seen that happen a couple times. And sometimes what can I've noticed is that okay, you have so many things going on. You get angry, your anger dies down. Then the next night, you still get angry, but you don't show it. Then you continue on for the next week or next few days, and the anger rises up again and then goes down. What I think is happening here is that the reason why it happens every few days that you show your anger is because all that anger, not anger mainly, stress is built up over the next over those few days, and because it's built up over those few days you feel so, you feel like you don't know how to release it. It needs to be released, and the only thing you can do is yell about it, or you need it out somehow and you don't know how to let it out calmly. I recommend, if you're going through stress each and every day of your life, come home and relax. Don't think about it. Take a nap, relax, don't do anything for at least an hour, and take a deep breath in and out. Do something that calms your mind. I can give you tons of things. If you clearly don't know what to do, write a list of things you like to do. Make a voice note of things you like to do. We have technology here, people. If you like, the only reason I prefer that you guys write is because you're doing something. Like, sometimes it's more effective if you write it. You know that saying, see it, say it, script it. So that's the only reason I suggest you write it. But again, it's your choice. So if you guys are experiencing that every few days you let out your entire stress and put it on someone, and that someone starts arguing with you and things like that, calm down, take a deep breath, do some yoga, do something that calms your mind, because you can't have all that stress build up day after day after day and then immediately gets released onto someone you didn't even mean to get released on. Sometimes that stress can build up and cause you to, I don't know, your whole day is going fine, go out for lunch with the family, it's going fine, it's going fine. You occasionally discipline your kids, okay, it's going fine. You go shopping, you're looking forward to dinner, and dad's barbecuing, and suddenly you go upstairs, okay, you want to rest, daughter's talking to her friend, you had gone out shopping earlier on, you go upstairs, daughter comes upstairs, sits with you, um, and you're just like, you're sitting on the bed, and she's sitting with you, and she goes out then she sees her brother and says, go sit with her. So he sits with you, and then I come back in and you tell me to leave, or you tell your daughter to leave. No, that didn't happen to me. But basically you want to be left alone, and next thing we see is that you're crying. What happened in those span of 10, 15, 20 minutes when you were downstairs helping with dinner? What exactly? What happened? So that's the theory I've come up with, that the anger has probably been so much that you're so stressed that you just had to cry about it. I can understand sometimes stress can make you cry, but I had never, like, what happened in those 15 minutes? Clearly, it's like, what did she do? What did he do? What did I do? You know, th- I don't know exactly what happened. So, I mean, especially when you're crying, talk about it. I mean, you don't need to yell about it, but talk about it. Talk about something you love. They will listen. Obviously, when you're crying, somebody will listen. If they don't, then I mean, some people in this world are not all that great. But if you're living with your family, even if you're talking on the phone, they'll listen. If you're not living with your family, call them. If there's a time difference, okay. Do something that makes you happy. Don't cry. I mean, I clearly don't like to see anybody cry. I mean, I'll have to deal with that maybe when I become a psychologist, but you know, don't do that. Be happy. I mean, think about all the things in your life that are great. With this person that I know very well, I mean, your family's there for you. You know, your children are there for you. They appreciate everything you do. You know, both your children are trying their very best and they both love you so much. So don't cry. They're there for you. So for those of you who are experiencing this or need advice or need anything else, and anything else that need advice, let me know. Drop me a comment, private message me. If you have my number, call me. Trisha said.